Picture this. You're a bird, chilling in New Zealand about 60 million years ago. You can fly perfectly fine, soaring through the skies. But then you make what seems like the worst life decision ever. You give up flying forever to become a chunky, waddling fish chaser who can't even run away from predators. And somehow, this terrible plan makes you one of the most successful bird families on Earth. Welcome to the absolutely wild evolutionary story of penguins. So, what's the real reason penguins can't fly? Hear us the plot twist that changes everything. Penguins didn't lose the ability to fly because they got lazy or fat. They made a calculated evolutionary trade-off. They swapped the air for water, transforming themselves into the most efficient underwater flying machines on the planet. They became living torpedoes, flying underwater at speeds up to 22 miles per hour and diving over 1,800 feet deep. The science behind this is mind-blowing. Flying in air and flying in water require completely opposite wing designs. Evolution had to pick a lane, and penguins chose to become the fighter jets of the ocean instead of the helicopters of the sky. Their wings evolved from delicate flight-ready structures into rigid, paddle-like flippers. Their bones became dense, not hollow and lightweight like a flying bird's, which helps them dive deep. Trying to use a penguin-esque flipper to fly in the air would be like trying to use a submarine propeller as a helicopter rotor. The physics just don't work. And this wasn't an overnight change. Fossil evidence shows that ancient penguins were caught right in the middle of this transition. Take a creature called Pachydeps from 24 million years ago. Its fossils show a mix of flying bird features and early penguin adaptations. This proves that losing flight was a gradual process, a fine-tuning of their bodies for aquatic life that took millions of years. The biomechanics are fascinating. When a penguin swims, it's literally flying underwater. It uses the same figure-eight wing motion that flying birds use in the air, but water is 800 times denser than air. To make this work, they needed massively powerful chest muscles, reinforced wing bones, and a completely different feather structure. Their feathers aren't for creating lift. They're designed to lock air between layers for incredible insulation and buoyancy control. Evolution also had to solve a massive engineering challenge: staying warm. Water sucks heat away from your body 25 times faster than air. So, penguins developed incredible adaptations. They have a countercurrent heat exchange system in their blood vessels, multiple layers of specialized feathers. And of course, their famous huddling behavior, where they rotate positions to share body heat. That basically turned into living heating systems with flippers. From an energy perspective, it all makes perfect sense. Flying is incredibly expensive, metabolically speaking. It takes a huge amount of energy just for takeoff and sustained flight. But penguins found a niche where they could access a virtually unlimited buffet of fish, krill, and squid. They gave up aerial mobility for underwater mastery, becoming the ocean's apex pursuit predators who can outswim most fish in their own environment. Modern penguins are aquatic specialists. Gen 2 penguins can reach swimming speeds that would make an Olympic swimmer weep. Emperor penguins can hold their breath for over 20 minutes while diving to depths that would crush most other animals. Their flippers are so perfectly designed for underwater propulsion that engineers are actually studying them to design better submarines and torpedoes. But here's the kicker that proves how brilliant this evolutionary strategy was. While most flying seabirds struggle with the energy costs of both flying and diving, penguins became so efficient underwater that they can travel thousands of miles during migrations, hunt in the most extreme environments on Earth, and have survived major climate changes for over 60 million years. And it's all because they had the evolutionary courage to give up the sky for the sea. So the next time you see a penguin waddling awkwardly on land and think, "Aw, that poor flightless bird," remember what you're actually looking at. You're seeing one of evolution's greatest success stories. A bird so perfectly adapted to its environment that it makes flying look like an amateur hobby. And honestly, who needs the sky when you can torpedo through the ocean like a feathered missile with attitude? Thanks for watching. If you found this as cool as I do, hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing stories from the natural world. See you next time.